Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have a fall and winter inspired trunk from Nordstrom's to go through today. I am so excited to get into this one because I've never had a trunk that nails my style and completely misses my style as much as this one did. But before we get into it, I wanted to say thank you to Dossier for partnering with me on this video. I have talked about Dossier perfumes so many times before, so I was super excited to hear that they're rolling out with candles. Like, oh my gosh, to literally have your favorite fragrance with a wick popped into it that you can burn to basically create a beautiful perfume for any room is, absolutely magical, especially this time of the year. I love candles in the colder months. So the one I chose was Gourmand White Flowers. You guys, this literally smells exactly like flower bomb perfume. What I am most impressed about with their candles is how the scent is just very much there. You know, sometimes you light a candle and you're like, am I smelling anything? These definitely have a strong fragrance to them. And much like their perfumes, they also went through the painstaking process of eliminating all the harmful stuff out of their candles. These are 100% vegetable wax. There's no synthetics, no colorants, none of that junky stuff, just like a beautiful, clean fragrance that you can burn with peace of mind, which I love. And the best part of this is I do have a giveaway for you guys. So we are giving away a Dossier candle. We're making it super easy for you guys to enter. Just make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Also make sure you are following Dossier on Instagram. Really great idea for gifting too, because they come in the perfect size for a stocking stuffer, or if it's a gift you want to give to a coworker, friend, family member, whoever. It also comes beautifully boxed. Okay guys, so getting into this Trunk Club unboxing. Now to set this up, obviously every time I talk to my stylist, I let them know that I'm only interested in natural fibers. If you guys are new to my channel, I've been actively flipping synthetics out of my closet in favor of natural fibers. I love cottons, I love linens, I do love silks, and some cashmeres I'm interested in. A lot of cashmere I can't wear because it itches my skin, but those are the 4 fibers I told my stylist to concentrate on. I also told them that this time of the year, I'm really just down to like a neutral palette. I don't like a lot of patterns. So I was super surprised to see this little number pop up in my trunk here. Now, admittedly, I had a moment, like a love shack, love affair, I think last summer. But to be quite honest, I've kind of moved on from their style of clothing. I think it's beautiful for the right person. However, this particular style of dress, at least to me, just comes off as very twee, somewhat juvenile. The silk is very lovely. It's soft to the touch. In fact, there's like a disclaimer on the tag that says, I'm extremely delicate, be careful with me. Would absolutely agree with that. It does have a lower exaggerated neckline, so keep that in mind if this is something you want to add to your collection. You are going to be showing off a little bit of your décolleté, and then you do have just nothing crazy going on in the back. It's got a slight little puff sleeve, and then you do have a 3/4 length sleeve itself. Very cute and fun to try, but like I said, definitely not something that is jiving with my style these days. Surprisingly, the next item I'm going to show you, initially in my preview, I was like, oh, this is going to be hard to resist because there are a lot of fundamentals about it that are like right up my alley, but somehow it just like missed it for me. This is a beautiful cotton top, and you guys that know me well, you'll see that there's a lot about this top that normally I would love, but again, it just wasn't jiving with me. It's very sheer, perfect for spring and summer and early fall, but love the detail work. You've got this gorgeous lace going horizontally across the bodice. You have a little bit of smocking going on. You have a bell sleeve, very pretty. What I don't like about this top at all is the fact that it comes with a built-in cami, which I gotta tell you, I, for the life of me, can never get built-in camis to work. They bunch up, I can't get them to lay right, I cannot stand them. So this for me, plus the price tag, I mean, you guys, no way. But it is a pretty top, it was fun to try. It's just not something that I'm going to be adding to my collection. So I mentioned earlier that Cashmere and I kind of like have a love-hate relationship. Thus far, I've yet to find but one sweater that is cashmere that does not drive my skin crazy. But I'm definitely open to educating myself more about like why some grade A cashmere itches my skin, why some of it doesn't. This cashmere sweater from Theory is hands down the softest, least irritating cashmere I've ever had against my skin. You guys, this literally feels like a cloud. It is absolutely stunning. If money were no object, would probably be interested in potentially adding this to my collection. And then you do have that draped neckline that runs across the back. Love, love, love this shade too. Oh my gosh, I'm so into this camo color. It is absolutely gorgeous. So again, if you are looking to add a very luxurious piece of cashmere to your collection, highly recommend you check out styles from Theory. I do not think that you'll be disappointed. Love seeing items that are made in the USA included in my box. So it was super fun to get this pair of mother jeans to try on. We all know this label. They're very expensive. This is primarily cotton. There's a little tiny, I think 2% bit of spandex in these just to give them a little bit of stretch. I have to tell you, like, this is a beautiful black rinse. I just think it's done really, really well. It is a higher waist. It is a button fly. And then of course it is a straight leg, which you guys know, typically I'm like a skinny leg kind of girl, but I have to tell you, I'm like really starting to like gravitate towards the straight legs, especially for the colder months. Love the way that they drape over your booty or your boot and they don't like fight against you. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to show you, I don't think, how these look on because I can't get them on. Actually, I can get them on, but I can't button them. So they definitely run small, and I'm sticking to my story because some of my other pants are starting to feel loose. So I'm just going to believe in my little heart of hearts that these tend to run a smidge small. If you are interested in trying out mother jeans, definitely size up 1, maybe even 2, just to be on the safe side. By far, the item that I saw in my preview that I was like feeling my little eyes perk up about was this gorgeous cashmere and wool coat. Oh my goodness. Gotta tell you, just really wanted to get my hands on a coat that is this expensive because I don't think in my normal life I would ever pay this much for a coat. Super fun to try on. Love the fact that the buttons are concealed. It just creates a really nice streamlined look. Of course, you do have the tie at the waist. Now, I will say, while this is super soft to the touch, it is not very structured. So hopefully you guys will be able to see, but it has almost like a shirt jacket style to it, which is very on trend these days. I tend to like my winter jackets to be quite structured. I just think it's a nicer look. But again, if this is your style and you are in this price category, definitely recommend you check this out because it is a gorgeous coat. Classic, streamlined, beautiful, simple. Again, that camel color. Oh, I love it so much. Okay guys, so moving into some accessories that they sent me that I was really excited about, and normally I'm not like really into their accessories. I like to concentrate on clothes, but I asked them for a black wool or felt hat and they sent me this one here. You guys know I absolutely love my hats and I've been on the prowl for a black one. And what I love is while this is wool, it sits low on my head. A lot of times when I get a wool hat, in my hands, it tends to sit up like this, which looks ridiculous on me. I want my hats to be like down low, a little more mysterious, you know what I mean? So this is definitely a strong contender, something that I'm thinking about keeping. A lot of you guys have been asking me about what belts I would recommend, and interestingly enough, I just landed on Madewell's perfect, I think it's called their perfect leather belt. Received it in black with gold hardware, so I was really interested that my stylist included the brown version for me to check out. You guys, this is like the perfect belt. It lives up to its name. You can actually choose if you want silver or gold hardware. I like the gold myself, but it's just a beautiful classic belt. It's like the perfect width too. You can wear it casually, you can dress her up. This is definitely a strong contender for something that I would want to keep. Another amazing accessory they sent me was another Chloe bag. They are trying to get me with their Chloe bags. I love this bag. Now this is a little bit lower of a price point because it is C by Chloe, but I love everything about this bag. It has such a throwback 70s boho vibe to me, which I absolutely adore. It's the perfect size. There's nothing I don't like about this bag. Just wondering if I want to spend this much money on a purse at this point in time, especially with the holidays coming up. I'm supposed to be concentrating on other people, but I love this bag. Love the fact that they combined the suede along with the leather and that it's not pebble grain. I do not like pebble grain bags. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Okay guys, so coming at you low for the last two accessories from this trunk. The first thing is a pair of Mules. I have to tell you, I'm probably like the last person on earth who has even had the thought of adding a mule to my collection, but literally it's just something that occurred to me recently. Was super excited when they included these because the tone is absolutely beautiful. And for me, I just love the fact that it is genuine leather. You also have the leather sole, you have a nice little stacked heel, and then the lining is fabric. These are beautifully done. They look absolutely stunning on. I call them my smoking slippers. Like, I don't know why. Every time I slip them on, I'm like, smoking slippers. I just think they're really darling, and I love the heel height on these as well. It's like just enough to give me a little bit of oomph without being like unmanageable, if you know what I mean, especially during this time of the year. I love that you get the added stability and also a couple extra inches to your frame. These are really beautiful. Okay guys, and last item, I've been telling my stylist I've been wanting to add a pair of genuine gold hoops to my collection, preferably solid 14 karat or 18 karat gold. So they included this super delicate pair. What I love most about these earrings is the fact that I had my attention focused on a much thicker style, and I gotta tell you, I am now sold on this super delicate, very thin gold hoop. I absolutely love these. To be quite honest, I have been eyeing a pair like this on Quince that is literally a fraction of the price, so that's probably what I'm going to go with, but really appreciated being able to try this style on in person before I made any sort of decisions about adding a style like this to my collection. They are really, really pretty. Okay guys, so that'll do it for the latest and greatest from Nordstrom. And like I said, this one was so much fun because there was so much about it that nailed my style, but then there were a few pieces that were like, But one of the things I'm really starting to love about Nordstrom is that yes, they have very luxurious, expensive clothes, but then they also have some really reasonably priced items. So if you guys want to try out Nordstrom Trunk Club and you haven't before, I do have a referral code down below. If you use it, it'll kick a very generous $50 credit to you to put towards your first trunk. And then as a courtesy, the company will also give me a $50 credit to use on a future trunk of my own. Guys, also don't forget to follow those rules of entry to see if you can get your hands on that candle that we are giving away courtesy of Dossier. But in any event, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!